Hello, hello. Let us start the music. I forgot to pick a track. Alright. Let me know how you've all been feeling. Let me know what energy you've noticed this weekend, today, the energy in the universe that you've been putting out, the energy you've been receiving. Hey Rachel, how's it going? I'm going to start like always. I'm going to start with a bit of clearing. So by clearing, I do this pulling motion where I lift heavy, dense energies. But it just sifts through the darkness, the heaviness. Yep, Monday. Oh yeah. It's been quite a time. I don't even know what's happening. Hey Missy, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Let me know if the music's good or if I should turn it up a bit. I'm going to be focusing on a lot of different chakras tonight. Actually, the base 5 chakras. But I want them all to kind of tie deeply into that heart space as we go into it. Good, a little bit. Let me know if that's too loud or if that's better. I'm okay. I'm learning to surf the waves of reality again, which could be fun. It could be scary. It could be dangerous. I'm trying to think how I do this tonight. Just because I have a lot of crystals I want to use. I can do a bit of pulling. So let go of the doubt, let go of the fear, let go of the old stories. Anything from Gaia, from Mother Earth. Her message to me has always been connect, for everyone to connect, for me to connect. To connect with her energy. Imagine yourselves as trees and plants, connecting into the earth, connecting with spirit. But feel that heart space, feel that inner love. And let go of the timelines, let go of the heaviness that they've told you that you need. The moment we're born into this world, others have been imposing their ideals on us, and we've kind of taken it upon ourselves to carry those mantles. When at the end of the day, you are the hero of your story. You are the main character. You're writing the story, you're living the story. So connect back to the earth. So this is for the root chakra I'm going to be starting with. Let go of the heavy energy from the root. And the root is located at the base of the spine. And if you want, in the lineage and the way my mentor taught me, imagine the base of your spine connecting, growing like roots, digging deep into the earth, connecting to spirit, connecting to source, connecting to the heart of the planet. Allow that energy to flow through you. Allow the earth energies to flow through you, through the spine, through the energetic body. Allow it to heal those spaces that might feel empty, disconnected. Connect yourself back to it. I'm sorry for your loss. I know there's a lot of grief. I know there's a lot of heartache. Take this moment for yourself. Take this moment as a safe space for you to grow, to evolve. Sit with the grief, sit with the feeling. going to be using a bit of black tourmaline, kind of clear through the root chakra. So this clears through the root chakra. This lifts the heavy, dark energy, the dense energy, anything that has you feeling ungrounded. Allow yourself to feel grounded again. Back into the body, back into your reality. If I missed any comments, I'm sorry. Tonight I'm very, very in spirit right now. There's a lot of energy flowing through, communicating with me. I'm just trying to make sense of that as well as the chat. If you want, I feel a lot of heaviness in the chest. Take a deep breath in. Fill the chest, fill the stomach with air. And just slowly exhale. As you do, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Let go of anyone that no longer serves you. And call in the energies that are meant to be there with you on this journey. Yeah, tonight's going to be very intense. If anyone can't handle it, understand. Feel free to slide away, swipe away, something. So what I'll be doing is a little bit different from my normal setup. I'll be pulling through the specific chakras I'll be working on. Trying to rebalance the lower chakras. Connecting you back to yourself. Connecting back to your story. Yes, this is safe. I'm only sending healing energy. As long as it feels comfortable and safe to you. Yep. It's Taylor Swift Mondays. It's very, very strong energy. In the portal, I was taking one of their classes tonight, and the mentor, Olivia, she was talking about, I think 4 planets are in Pisces right now, and the moon being void in Scorpio. So a lot of heavy energy, watery energy. So if you feel like crying, cry. It's okay. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on the breath. Because I feel a lot of dense energy from you. A lot of heavy energy, and it's okay. Yeah, today was a day of just kind of breaking down, letting go, processing. Maybe even just anger. Or maybe even the feeling of just kind of drowning because of how heavy the energy was. Yep, and it's okay. It's okay to want to crawl away and just cry. Crying is a way of processing those emotions. Yeah. Yep. A lot of my messages today too, I'm like, I'll get back to everyone when I can. When I can feel human again. Or something. Just feel anything again. So like I said, this is just for the root chakra right now. I'm going to be working my way up through most of the chakras. The solar plexus, and oh, we're in a diner. That's cute. Thank you. So for me, I do a prayer that separates my energy from your energy. That way my traumas don't affect your traumas and your traumas don't affect my traumas. But I make an agreement with the earth to take any of those heavy, dense energies, to transmute it into light, to transmute it back. So this right now is just for grounding. This is just for grounding the root chakra. Also clearing through the other chakras, any heavy, dense energies. Well, the prayer is mostly just so that I ask Spirit to guide me, to send healing to whoever needs it, and that energy, that I'm protected from it, and everyone else is protected from my own energy. If you want to be protected from others, you'd have to do shielding and grounding work, shadow work. And when I say shielding, like as you're leaving the house for the day, even just saying to yourself, I'm protected, I'm shielded, and imagining an orb of light around you, an orb of elemental energy around you. I don't know if so we're all kind of radios. Our bodies are like radios that tap into different energy waves. It's up to you if this is going to work or not. Those that need it, those that attune to it, they're going to feel it no matter what. I love the lights. Thank you. But yeah, take another deep breath in. Let go of any heavy energies. Connect back to yourself. Connect back to the body. Right now, that's important. And that's what black tourmaline is. That's what the root chakra is. Connect to yourself. Connect to the earth. Going out in nature. Being among the trees. Hugging the trees. Sitting on the earth itself. Just feeling that energy flow through you. And if you can't be out there, imagine. If you can imagine being it. And if you can't imagine, pull up pretty pictures or videos of people walking through the forest, through the earth. Allow yourself to be there. So this music, I've linked it in my bio. This is by Minzz Piano. It's raining. We got fireworks going on. Thank you. I love the heart. I'm sending you all love. I'm sending you all healing. The galaxy. Love it. This is black tourmaline. So this one I got from the Crystal Council. So some of these I've gotten from mixed places, either the Crystal Council, Cherie Mystic, or just things that I found on Etsy. Just grounding. Right now this one is just to ground. And I use them as props as well, just for my own reminder of what I'm healing, what I'm working with, what energy I'm sending. But this energy is intuitive. It knows where it needs to go to heal. It knows what it needs to heal. I think I started maybe 10 minutes ago. Do you have to recharge your crystals? It depends on the crystal. Selenite recharges itself. I rest a lot of my crystals on top of selenite to recharge them. Me doing Reiki, if you set the intention for this energy to recharge the crystals, they will also do that. Let's see. I've got a few crystals I want to work with tonight. I'm going to switch over. Let me put this down. We're going to work a bit on sacral chakra. And so sacral chakra is just below the belly button. This is your creativity, your passion. I want to do a bit of pulling first from the sacral chakra. Anything holding back your creativity, passion. Let go of anything. Old narratives. So we're clearing through the sacral chakra. Let go of the heavy denseness. Let go of anything holding you back. Old narratives. Thank you, Haley. Everyone, shout out to my mods. Please follow them. They are all amazing and powerful. Intuitive. They keep me going. If they didn't wrangle the chats, I don't know how I would do this. Alright. So we've cleared that a bit. Let's recharge it a bit, and then I'll go back to the carnelian. Love you all. All right, let's switch back to the carnelian that I have. I need to buy a bigger piece. I'll reach out to Cherie. Allow your creativity flow back to you. Allow your passion to return to you. Take a deep breath in. Feel the cool air as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel the warmth as you let go any heaviness, any denseness. And if you want, as I'm healing through this chakra, if you want to rest your hand just below the belly button, this one's for the sacral chakra. Oh, that's awesome. I want to learn how to wire. I think that'd be fun to do. So this is by Minzz Piano. I have it linked in my link tree in the bio. So this one it's part 2 of Evermore, and then I might jump around and find what other parts there are. Normally lives can go around, normally I aim for about 1 hour. It depends on my energy level and whatever else is kind of going on. I kind of read the room to see what's happening. I just did a breathwork class tonight, and it helps a lot. If anyone hasn't tried breathwork before, if you can try breathwork, I highly recommend it. It clears through a lot of the heavy energies, and it helps kind of a bit with trauma, because trauma gets stored. It gets stored in the brain, it gets stored in the body, and so it's a way of kind of releasing the energy. For empaths, black tourmaline or obsidian, hematite. Yeah, hematite. Yep. I feel like a lot of passion has kind of been ripped away from us just these last few years, just world events and personal inner life events. Just it was difficult to be creative. Before, I used to write stories, a lot of stories, but I never published anything. But the last 2 years I haven't been able to really write anything. Just there was no imagination. There didn't feel room for that, but let's try and restore that. Let's try and find that place childlike wonder. It's a cute corgi. I don't think for me, it doesn't matter what crystal you wear the bracelet on. Whichever one you feel called to, whichever one you can feel like you're drawing more energy from. If you figure out which hand is better at kind of controlling energy or manipulating energy, I would recommend using that one. Yep. For me, I wear it on the left side. If I'm not wearing my watch, I'll wear it on my left side, just because my left hand is more dominant when it comes to energy, feeling energy, and redirecting energy. So we're working on the sacral chakra right now. For motivation, I wouldn't call it motivation. I'd call it kind of coming up with a habit. Or there's a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. What plan would it take to kind of carry through with that? If you know exactly what that diet would look like, kind of prep everything so that you have no other option but to kind of follow through with that. Sort of like the way he would do it, this is just in general, but like if you want to exercise more, if you want to go running more, you put the shoes at the feet of your bed or close to you, or you wear your socks all the time so that you feel like you have to put on shoes, and then kind of run with that. Like put the things you want to do in your way so that you have no other choice but to do it. For me, I've going through a lot of stuff, so I'm on a lot of medications, but to remember to take it, I keep it on top of my laptop before I open it up so that I'm like, oh, I haven't taken those yet, I have to take those. Same thing with meals, set timers, moderation, create the diet plan, the menu plan. Even just being cognizant of what you're eating, which is something I struggle with as well, but am I eating for emotions or am I eating for energy and strength? Yep, I forget things all the time too. I'm going to switch crystals, but this crystal is still focusing on sacral. This is one of my favorites. This is bismuth. Depression is tough. I still battle it. I'm trying to think of what tips would help with it. For me, motion. I have to dance, I have to play, I have to sing, even if I don't feel like it. Like, people are like, go for the run, go for a walk, but like, it helps move a bit of the energy by doing those things, going out in nature, being present when you're out there in nature. Literally forcing yourself to do the things, even if you don't feel like doing it. But there's a point where, like, if you're at a burnout, like, yes, you have to rest. Yes, you have to take time to yourself. For me, I studied meditation first, then Tai Chi, which is kind of like what led me into all of this. And so Tai Chi and Tai Chi Chuan, it's a yin-yang energy of meditative moving, but also utilizing energy in your art form. Picking a hobby you like doing, or even getting a steel tongue drum or a singing bowl, just something that you could play. If I'm really in a funk, I bought just a small bell that I would ring around me, just to kind of release any dense energy, any heavy energy. When I wake up in the morning, if I feel kind of groggy still, I would kind of rest my hands over my eyes and imagine that as kind of like light kind of passing through the mind, passing through the third eye, kind of lifting the heavy, dense energy. But it's about building the habits. Like, I still have it. I'll still feel that energy, that heaviness, the depression. It'll still show up, but it's about building the toolkit that kind of helps you maneuver around it. And if I can't meditate, in my bio I have a meditation app. That's one that I use a lot. So I'd play something from there. This is bismuth. So technically it'll help with all chakras. I'm specifying it for the sacral chakra, just because I want to realign the base chakras. Gonna clear through a bit. It is an element used in Pepto-Bismol. So someone asked me to explain crystals and Reiki. Reiki stands for, it's a Japanese word for universal life force. Basically, it's a type of energy that surrounds us. I'm creating a level 1 course, but it's basically, in different cultures, it's called chi or prana, ki, or even people that are religious and they do prayer. When you're praying or meditating, that's the energy I'm tapping into and redirecting to others. And so my intention is to heal, to bring compassion to others, to bring joy to others, to bring that unconditional love of the universe to others. I use crystals just because it's a visual representation. If I say this crystal is going to help with sacral chakra, it helps you. It lets you know that it's going to help with your creativity. It's going to help you with your passion. It's going to help remove any blocks that are there. Because that leads us into kind of witchcraft and spells a bit, where words are power. When you pray, if you're religious and you pray, you're using your words, you're praying, you're asking for something. If you're just spiritual, you do your affirmations. I am strong, I am powerful. You are strong, you are powerful. They're blessings. It's magic, it's spells. The thing is, when you say them, you have to feel what the energy feels like. You have to feel and tap into the vibration of that. This one is a metal known as bismuth. Hey Cherie, how's it going?
I'm pretty good.
Oh,
thanks.
There goes Siri. You're good. You're good. If you want taking it, you guys heard it? Yeah, Siri went off on me. At least she didn't just start playing random music again. She's jelly. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna switch. What time is it? I lose track of time, I lose track of everything. I'm gonna clear through 2 different chakra points right now. Solar plexus, which is just above the belly button, and then throat chakra as well. So solar plexus is your strength, your power, your energy, your inner drive. Throat chakra is exactly what I was speaking about before. Your voice, your words, their spells. It's power. So any limiting beliefs holding your power back, let go of it. Let go of those old stories, those old narratives. Bring yourself back here to the present moment. When you feel weak, ask the earth to send you strength. Imagine yourself like a plant or tree rooting into the earth. Feel the earth energy flowing through the spine to the body. If you've had a dream, we're here right now, so we're healing through it. So solar plexus is your strength and your power. And if that energy is blocked, you'll feel kind of weak, powerless, hopeless even. Has it been half an hour? Give me 1 second, just changing the vibe. Nope. Let's start at the beginning. Here we go. Someone wants to join my live. Sorry. The light seems bright. Let me see if I can. Let me know if that's a little better. For anything crystal related, honestly, just Google. What are you struggling with? What are you battling with? Is there a crystal for that? Or if you look for like a 7-set crystal piece just for each chakra. Yep. Thank you. Dealing with heartbreak is rough. Honestly, crying, falling apart, breaking apart, shattering. Allow yourself to break. Allow yourself the space to completely fall apart. Because what's going to happen is your identity was merged with someone else. And when that relationship falls away, the identity you had built up, the person you had become, is no longer relevant. So it's a complete burning down, like a phoenix. So when you heal heart energy, I think of phoenix fire a lot. I mean, when you have time to yourself, do you express those emotions then of heartbreak? Do you cry? Do you journal? Do you turn that pain into art in some way? Do you do the shadow work? If you feel unmotivated, it could be sacral and also solar plexus. And so that pain of heartbreak, you transmute it then in whatever way you feel comfortable to. Some people say they can't fall apart, they can't allow themselves to fall apart. You have to turn it into art then. You have to do the shadow work. And so I do play Taylor Swift a lot, in the sense that when she goes through heartbreak, she does the shadow work and the witchcraft through writing song lyrics, through creating something through the pain. Doing meditations where you visit the wounded version of yourself, the wounded hurt, the wounded inner child, and you offer them the love that they need. All right. The reason I was doing solar plexus and throat chakra is because I'll be using blue tiger's eye. I hope it shines through. So I'll be healing both of those chakras. Yeah, TikTok had a bad connection. Let me know if this is better. So it's probably affecting certain things. A lot of solar storms have been happening as well. Schumann resonance has been all over the place too. It's weird though, because music is playing. It might be TikTok just going off. Let me know if this is better. So this crystal, this is blue tiger's eye. I'm healing through the solar plexus and the throat chakra. Yes, so as I'm doing Reiki, if you have any crystals with you and you have them near you, this will charge it. Throat chakra is exactly what it sounds like. There's an energy center in the throat that controls your voice, that helps power your voice. When it's blocked, you can't say certain words, you can't say certain things that you need to say. You're afraid of speaking your truth. Yeah, there's a lot of weird energy that's kind of going about. Thank you both. Thank you. Yeah, so the throat chakra goes all the way around. Each of the chakras go around the entire body. These 7 centers are part of the energetic body. And so if something goes out of whack, this can affect the immune system. This could affect your thoughts, your beliefs. Yep, so yawning, It's a movement of energy, movement of the blocks in those energy centers. So this is blue tiger's eye. I'm sorry, Anne. I feel like everyone got really sick like the last 2 weeks. I've been going through a lot of stuff too, and I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. One of my friends had just disappeared entirely for 2 weeks, and they finally reached out to me today, and I'm like, I'm happy you're here with us. Yep, this is blue tiger's eye. Yep, there's been a lot of heavy downloads, heavy downloads. Yep. I'll send them light, I'll send them energy. I'm sorry about your loss. I'm glad it felt relaxing. Amethyst could help with that, with negative thoughts in the third eye. The one. Yeah, if you look up Minnz piano, I have her linked in my bio. She's got really great stuff. Creativity is linked with Sacral, so any orange colored stones, carnelian, orange adventurine, yeah. Go outside if you feel safe, if you know you could be safe, or if there are people that make you safe that could be there with you as you go outside. That's what I would recommend. Alright, we're going to be doing a bit of work somewhere else. We're going to focus on the last space that I'm feeling called to. I have 2 stones for it, but we're going to be working on the heart space. But first I'm going to clear through that. So those of you that are kind of going through grief, heartbreak, dense energy, call back in the soul fragments, call back in your heart fragments, call back in your inner love, your self-love. So once you fill this cup up, once you fill this chakra up, it allows space for new energy to enter, new people to enter. Yep, it helps with self-love, self-care. Because once you start prioritizing yourself, once you start filling your own cup up, you then understand what love should feel like. Whereas if you don't do those things, you think abandoning yourself is what love feels like, and that's what can lead into narcissistic relationships or relationships with narcissists. But if you treat yourself right, if you treat yourself like your own best friend, literally like your own best friend, stand up for yourself, stand up for what's right for you, you'll understand what love feels like and what it should feel like. For a lot of us, we want to be there, especially for empaths, we want to be there for someone. We want to find the broken souls, and sometimes we confuse helping someone, healing someone, with love. And we think if we help them heal, that's gonna show that we're valuable. When that's not the case. Love yourself. And when I say treat yourself, I say this a lot. When I say treat yourself like your own best friend, if your friends came and said somebody was treating you in a way that was undesirable, they would get upset. They'd want to fight for you. They'd want to throw hands. They'd be willing to go to jail for you. And that's how you should love yourself. Know what's right for you. Know what your boundaries are. Know what didn't work in the past. I'm sorry for your loss. Grief is heavy. Grief is painful. But it is an energy that stays with us for a while. My therapist had kind of mentioned grief as sort of like walking down the road, walking down the sidewalk, and suddenly a hole appearing and you falling into it. And this could happen for months at a time. Each day this could happen. Because you're going to feel the pain, you're going to feel hopelessness, you're going to feel loss. And then the day eventually comes where you realize the pain is there, yes. I honor the pain, I honor the memories of those that were lost. But also know that love still exists with me, around me, guiding you. It is like the ocean. And with grief, how do we honor those spirits? How do we honor those that have come and gone? Can we feel their energy still with us? Can we honor the memory of who they were, what they stood for? I know we're not a big fan of the author anymore, but if we look at the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter himself was protected by the love that his parents had for him. He was embedded. It became magic. It surrounded him. An evil that should be able to destroy him wasn't able to. And so the same thing, the people that have loved you, that have moved on, their love is still there with you. I think that was the lesson that was embedded there. I'm not a big fan of the author, but the story. There's a lot of very unique and beautiful analogies hidden in the story. And with grief, summon them, call upon them, sit there with them, imagine those that you've lost sitting there with you, sharing stories with you. Offering you guidance. How would they want you to feel if they were there with you? Alright, I'm going to use ruby quartz for the heart space. Call back in the heart fragments, the soul fragments. What does it feel like to be loved? What does it feel like when you love yourself? Losing a parent is difficult. It is heavy. trying to think what advice to bring, what advice I could bring. For me with grief, I say, I'm spiritual, but lean into whatever faith that you feel called to. Yes, this one is Betty. Lean into whatever faith you feel called to. I lean into more esoteric things. So for me, I looked up, my friend told me to read Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. And so it speaks about the soul, what the soul is. That, yes, we are this physical body, but this physical body is sort of like a car. It's a vessel. Here to tell a story, here to help, here to raise the vibration of the planet. But at the end, we are still spirit. We are still an energy field. And even science says energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just is. It becomes something else. It gets transferred. And so those people that we lost, their essence, their body was a radio. They could tap into different frequencies, and those frequencies made up who they were, and you being with them was able to tap into the energy. So for me, when I miss the people that have moved on, I sit there and I meditate. I go into a place of nature that I feel safe and calm, and imagine sitting there with them. Imagine them showing up, sitting there, offering the guidance, offering the love, knowing that energy is still there with us. And for those that had difficult past, with those that have moved on to non-physical, cord cutting, letting go of the past, knowing they served whatever purpose it was that they were meant to serve. But at the end of the day, it's your story to write the way that you want. Let me know if this is better. And if you're not like to let go of, to cord cut, it's simple. Write down on a piece of paper, I let go of, and just write it out. Write every single thing out. And if you can, burn that paper, shred that paper, tear it away, flush it away. And you do it as many times as you need. Grief is still love, because you miss that person. Alright, we're gonna do one more for the heart space. Deciding where to put the crystals as I finish with them. We will be using some rose quartz for the heart space. Seeing a therapist will help, but also writing down what's hurting, what's the pain. It doesn't have to be something that you read or go through frequently. You could even tear it up when you're done, but as the things come up, as the triggers come up, write it down. Today I feel XYZ because today I feel irritated because there's someone kind of disrespecting me, and you want to, like Haley said, like shadow work, you want to look at where it triggers. Has this happened in the past that made you feel the same way? Therapy's good because it gives you that space to speak to someone, just to kind of vent that energy out, and they kind of give you that focused path that you need to journal on. I use Reiki and selenite to recharge my crystals. Yep, that one's really good. So if you want, as I heal through the heart space, if you want, holding your hand in the chest space, allowing the energy to flow back to you. Meditation will help. I have linked in my bio an app called Balanced. That's a meditation app that I use. And it's helped me a lot when I was going through a lot of different trauma. Meditating for at least 5 to 15 minutes a day does help refocus the mind. The moment the ruminating thoughts start coming up, keep a journal in your phone if you can, or in the notes app, and just write down whatever story the mind is telling you, because you want to separate what the narrative that the mind is telling you versus what is really happening right now. Because I'm trying to think, we have 60 to 90,000 thoughts a day. About 80% of that become negative thoughts. So kind of being cognizant as those energies come up, realizing that yes, the brain is writing negative narratives, but it's also trying to keep you alive. That's why it's doing those things. So it's kind of stepping back outside of the driver's seat, coming back into the body. It's a lot of thoughts, and some of them are repeating. For me, with my ADHD, I'll get stuck. I'll start ruminating on what I need to do. It becomes a mountain, then I don't do any of it. Maybe not inherently negative, but the brain is designed this way to keep you alive. So we're used to kind of being in a world that's more harsh, more dangerous, needing to survive. And so the same stress as kind of running from wild animals hunting us down can be experienced from someone yelling at you, someone being aggressive with you, stress at work deadlines, because it feels like if you don't complete the deadline, you don't get to keep the job, you don't get to keep earning income, you no longer survive. And so that's what brings a lot of that energy in. There's nothing wrong with the brain, it's just wired to think that way. But you kind of having that metacognition meaning thinking about thinking, understanding that it's a thought pattern that's going on, that there's just a story that the mind is telling, coming back to the present moment and looking at where we are at right now. Where's the body right now? Are we lost in a narrative, or can we come back? And so different things you could do is meditation, EFT tapping, that helps ground you back into the body. Stepping away for a minute, just noticing things around you, items and objects around you. You can start just noting them, labeling bottles or crystals. List the specific crystals, list what color things are. Another thing you could do, this will also help with anxiety, where step away from what's causing the anxiety, step away from anywhere that could trigger the anxiety. Take out a book, take out a note, start reading it out loud to help ground you back into the present moment. Because the anxiety is those ruminating thoughts going through the mind. Even if you don't feel them as thoughts, you might just feel them as emotions after a point. Yep. Meditation, nature, coloring. All of those things. Being present, being in the present moment. Alright, soon I'm going to be wrapping up. I'm going to be using just selenite for the rest, just to kind of bring you a bit of healing energy, light energy. So if you want, there's a meditation technique that helps you understand what Reiki is, something that I'm going to try and bring to the course that I'm creating. But imagine white light or golden light kind of raining down on you, sort of like a waterfall. And as it pours over you, through you, imagine it pouring through you, going through the top of the head, going through the spine, going through the body. You could imagine then cleansing through any heavy energies you feel. And you could imagine it as maybe dark energy being lifted, being pulled away. Yes, and as soon as I come up with it, you're like on the top of my list of people I'm going to reach out to. I'm going to have a few people kind of test run it with me just to make sure everything works the way that I want it to. Because some people complain that Reiki is good for energy healing, but it doesn't really go through the shadow work aspect. So I'm trying to find ways to connect those two in the course I'm creating. And so that's something I'm excited to do. Figure out how it goes. Yep, as soon as I figure it out, hopefully by next month I could get things up and running, as long as energy this works well with me, I guess. I'm gonna just send pure healing energy to you guys. So if you want, imagine kind of warm golden light surrounding you. Kind of shielding you. A golden orb and a golden egg. Allow it to lift any dense energies that might still be there. Allow it to restore your energy and your strength. If you want, just taking deep breaths in, just slowly exhaling. That's another healing technique I used to kind of do, where I just kind of focus on the breath, noticing as it fills the lungs, or even the heartbeat. Can you feel the heartbeat within your chest? Can you feel the pulse within you? Reminding you you're alive, reminding you that you're here, reminding you that you are the main character of your story. Sleep heals you. Sleep definitely heals you. Especially if we come down to science and psychology, where things that we struggle with during the day, like we might see them as nightmares, but that's the mind just trying to figure out what the issue is and how to solve it. And before you go to sleep, you could set the intentions you want. If you want more out of it, I would like to remember these dreams as I go to sleep. I would like to heal more. I would like to feel more rested. And say these things out loud to yourself just as you go to sleep. Today was overwhelming. Today was a lot. One of my mentors on the portal, she said, like, we're kind of going through this full rebirth process. This dying, being reborn. Hoping things lighten up a bit, bring us a bit of joyous energy. Yeah, before bed, you could set your intentions if you want. Some people have issues dreaming. You could say out loud, like, I'd like to remember my dreams the next day, or any intentions you have where, like, I would like to feel more rested as I sleep. I'd like to fall asleep easier. Hey, how's it going? But yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping things up. Please follow my moderators. I think tomorrow Cherie Mystic is gonna be doing a crystal sale, Cherie, at 7:30 Eastern. Follow Shy Flying High, Chronically Ghosted, Queen of Cups Tarot. This is where I get lost in spirit and I forget everything. If you enjoyed this, if you're new here, I do post these up on my YouTube afterwards. That's linked in my bio. I have a Patreon where I'm kind of posting more Reiki content up there, more like sound healing content, depending on which tier that you kind of sign up for. I have one-on-one sessions open again. Yes, I need to take care of myself. Fridays I go live as well. Friday at 9:30 Eastern, I'll be going live. I'm trying to think if I have any intentions yet. Nothing yet, but I'll figure it out. That's about it. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for participating, keeping the vibe. Keep in touch. Let me know how the week goes, and I hope to see you all this Friday. Yep, I normally set the intention for those that need to be here. How do I let go of the fear if something is happening? To let go of fear, you'd have to understand what you're being fearful of specifically. But going back to everything kind of in shadow work, write out exactly what it is. I am afraid of XYZ because this fear is coming up because. So if I'm afraid of heartbreak, so I don't want to start a new relationship, that's because I've experienced heartbreak and I don't want to go through that energy again. But what am I missing out on by doing that? What is going on with me if I don't kind of live this earth story? I'm not sure if that kind of helps it, but like you have to rewrite the narrative. You have to rewrite what the story of the fear is, and it could take time. And the fear might still come up, but reminding yourself that you can kind of go through that. Come up with a plan. Speak with the inner child. To heal the inner child, meditate. Go into a meditation, a place of nature you like being. Set the intention that your inner child will come out to you and offer you guidance, offer you light, offer you whatever it needs to. Maybe it's hurting, or maybe you're hurting, and you could both have a conversation. And that's what I do to kind of heal the inner child. All right, everyone. I'll let you all go. Take care. See you all soon.